am super pumped for us to go on this culinary road trip to potatogoodness.com. One of the things that we need to have though is we need to have some items that help bring those recipes to life, from concept to the website. So why don't we start off by packing for our road trip? So let's start off with probably one of the most important things, which is our culinary brief. That's our roadmap to potatogoodness.com. This is going to outline everything that we need for a specific project in culinary that tells us what type of potatoes to use, what the customer demographic is looking for, how that potato dish is going to live on our site. So that's going to go in here first. Next, we need to actually start researching these recipes. Just because we come up with a great idea doesn't mean that there's some great information out there. So part of that is research, seeing what's out there, making sure those recipes are authentic and absolutely delicious. Next, we need to actually move into testing the recipes. So we're gonna need some firepower behind this guy. So we've got our camp stove here. This is our recipe testing. This is when we physically get in the kitchen and start experimenting with all those different recipes. That's gonna be a tight fit, but it's a lot of work and it's gonna go right in there. Next, is there anything that I'm forgetting at this stage?
Don't forget the camera. We need those high-res photos. We got to bring those recipes to life, make them pop. That's really important.
That's right. So let's grab a camera. Let's make sure that we document these recipes and have some brilliant photos. That's going to live right in here. And then from there, we're going to make sure that we get these recipes finalized. So we want to write these recipes down, make sure that they are tried and true, that we go through and make sure all the measurements are correct, both in imperial and in metric. So we're going to make sure that we write those recipes, and that's going to live right in here. And then lastly, one of the biggest things is we have some healthy snacks for our road trip. Make sure that we're keeping true to that nutrient analysis, which is a good add-on to our recipes. All the recipes that live on potatogoodness.com go through a nutritional analysis. So we run the nutritionals to make sure that that is there for either consumers, food service operators. So that's going to live right in here as well. And I can't think of anything else we need for our road trip. Can you?
I can't either. I think we're ready. Let's
All
go.
right, let's hit the road.
So RJ, I just got an air fryer and I'm not quite sure what to do with it.
Well, and that's totally okay, Renee. I mean, air fryers are all the rage right now. So I'm going to show you a very simplistic, at-home recipe to make with America's favorite vegetable, the potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these right here, and I want you to just put these right into the air fryer.
Oops.
Just dump those guys in there. Close it up, and then let it cook for about 20 minutes.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
20 minutes, we'll be back. We'll show you how to finish it up.
Sounds good.
All right, so 20 minutes have passed, and your potatoes are probably done, Renee. Why don't you open it up?
Wow, they look so crispy.
Look at how crispy those got. So now you're just going to put those into the bowl. And then let's start building our butter flavor for this, okay? So we'll set these potatoes over to the side. And you've got some garlic here. And now I'm just going to have you add some butter.
All right.
Just go ahead and dump that all in there. And now you're going to add in some salt and pepper. And now some fresh parsley. And then just give that a good stir.
All right.
Now do me a favor and pour that all over the top of your crispy air fryer potatoes. Smells and looks amazing.
It looks so good.
So now you're just going to give this a little toss. And then after you give it a toss, you're going to pour it directly into your bowl here. I mean, how simple was that? But we're not done adding flavor yet.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
It looks pretty tasty, right? You can enjoy this as is, but we've got a little Parmesan cheese. So why don't you go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of that on top. And those are our air fryer Parmesan potatoes. Now, seeing is believing, but tasting is forever. So if you've enjoyed this recipe as much as I have been making it with you, why don't you go ahead and taste it?
I mean, it looks amazing. Oh my gosh.
So good, right?
It'll look like I know what I'm doing in the kitchen.
100%. Potatoes to go with your delivery.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm waiting for that. I'm so excited. My favorite restaurant just got new potato options on the menu. I can't wait to try them. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna wait. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely getting these again. My students are always looking for new, unique, creative dishes. I'm so glad I found potatogoodness.com, where there's so many recipes to choose from. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this chicken curry dish. Let me go ahead and grab that chicken. So we've got a little chicken curry here that we're gonna put right on top of the potato. And then on top of that, you'll just add a little bit of yogurt. And then some green onion. And this is a dish that my students love time and time again. It's one of their favorite new dishes.
Wow, Renee, that was quite the trip. I mean, I am so glad that we went on that journey of seeing how these potato recipes go from an idea all the way to being published on our website, potatogoodness.com. What was your feeling about the trip and what was your favorite part?
I would have to say recipe testing. I had no idea that so much goes into it. All the different measurements, figuring out the right ingredients, tweaking it, like just to get to that final recipe is a lot more work than I realized. I must say I enjoyed once we got there and got to taste that final recipe. That's probably my favorite part of the trip.
Well, and thank God we had that culinary brief as our roadmap to take us from step to step to step. My personal favorite was getting to take all those amazing photos that we can utilize across the industry. You know, those high resolution photos that really make the food speak for itself. So that was probably one of my favorites.
That was pretty good too. I still go with the testing.
Fair enough. So for all of these great recipes that you all have seen today, or for more potato inspiration, definitely check us out at www.potatogoodness.com. Go there, grab some potato inspiration, and cook more potatoes at home, reminding you that you need to have more potatoes in more ways.